What's up, Bubba?
What's going on, man?
Good
Ready
evening,
to get this?
everyone. We are here with the pre-race report, our new pre-race show. As always, I'm Shady Acres. I got my boys with me, Lugnut, Hardcore Bubba. You guys already in the booth?
Loud and clear.
What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up? We
There
about
they
to do
are. There
round
they
3 of
are.
Daytona, man.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's get to it, man. Finally Wednesday, guys. Finally Wednesday. All right. Now, Bubba, got to start off with you real quick. I haven't got a chance except to kind of give you a message, but personally, congratulations on winning that B race, man. That was a heck of a race you guys put on, and you came out on top, man. So real quick, I mean, congratulations on that, dude.
Thank
I
you, thank
mean,
you, thank
well
you.
deserved, well earned, man. Give me your rundown real quick on that.
I mean,
How
as
did you
as
pull
we
it
all
out, man? How
saw,
did you pull it out? Was that strategy? What happened there?
realistically, I knew I couldn't beat Trav and JD um, on a run, so I had to throw something out there. So I just basically drove the car as hard as I could into the pits and prayed for no black flag. Because I knew if I got in the pits before JD and Trav, they're both my boys, and I knew it would be a fight on the end, but it wouldn't be a 7 lap battle. And sure enough, I was able to pull it off. So, um, kind of, I got my sales were taken down early in the race. There was a lot of I got wrapped up in a lot of stuff, and then things just started happening where I was able to avoid it later on in the field. So it basically came down to that last pit stop of be first out of the pits, and that's how it worked out. So brought me to the green, or to the checkered. It was pretty cool because I had JD and Trav behind me, and that was my boys. So I knew either way, somebody that I was cool with was going to win the race. So
Well, how fast was your heartbeat, man, knowing it was your first race that you were going to come home the winner at Daytona? I mean, my heart was beating for you just watching it on the TV, man. I mean, was your heart getting ready to beat out your chest or what?
believe it or not, man, I think having said, yeah, my heart was beating fast, but being with people I knew and I trusted, I knew could hold a line and knew weren't going to try to get crazy. And I knew the lap traffic was ahead of us and actually listening on the radio, getting out of the way. I wasn't as nervous as I thought, but yeah, absolutely, man. I was sweating. It was, it was pretty cool, man. It was a neat feeling to have. When we came out of the pitch, JD said to me, he's like, "You ready for your first win?" I was like, "I don't know if this is gonna happen." He's like, "We're gonna make this happen. I'm only gonna try to fight you on the last lap." So it was pretty cool, man. You know what I mean? So it didn't really sink in until I watched Billy's broadcast, and they're like, "Oh my God, Bubba's gonna win this!" Like that was pretty cool seeing that aspect of it. So
That absolutely awesome, man. I didn't get a chance. I haven't gotten a chance to speak to you since the race in person to congratulate you. So I had to take
I
a few
appreciate it,
minutes. I
man.
had to take a few minutes right off of the get just to give you the congratulations, man. I mean,
I appreciate it. Appreciate
well
it.
earned, well deserved, brother. So I mean, absolutely, your first win of hopefully many, and just awesome for it to happen at Daytona, man. It couldn't happen at a better place.
Yeah, I'll take it because Daytona's anybody's track. I know we got Texas coming up, and I struggle there pretty good. So that at least I got that monkey off my back. You know what I mean? So the sky's the limit at this point. That's why I drive that Air Force car that says aim high.
Well said, well put, well put. That's awesome, man. Really awesome. I can't be any more happy for you, man.
Yes,
Really, really,
good
really.
win.
Thanks, Luggy. Appreciate it.
And so, love, yeah, let's real quick, man. I know it was your birthday, man. So happy birthday to you, man. I was really pulling for you, to get up into that, and you were up there, up into the front for a good part of that race, man. I mean, you had a good run going yourself, brother.
I thought I had an excellent car. I won a stage, and that lag took me out from 4th place back to 18th place and managed to come back for a 10th place finish.
Yeah, you got that stage win. I mean, that's going to come in big handy with playoff points, and fighting back. I mean, that I mean, hats off to you fighting back. I didn't know you got knocked all the way back to 18. So I mean, that's even. I
Well,
mean,
that, and I had a little incident where I knocked the 51 into pit lane and gave him and myself a speeding penalty. I apologize for that, but I changed my brake bias up just before the race, and I made a mistake going in pit lane. That's another reason why I dropped back to 18th.
well, I mean, just to even come back on it. And I mean, I know you and Tone are good friends, and I mean, it's things happen on the racetrack, and apologizing like that. I know you talked to him personally and privately and stuff like that. So
I hung my head pretty low after that one.
yeah,
Don't worry, Tone. I took him out on Monday for you. Got a little revenge, buddy. I know we're boys too.
Yes, you did. And your own broadcast gave you away because I had no idea who even hit me till I watched your broadcast.
Yeah, listen, I apologized in all the chats. I knew it was coming.
By the looks of your broadcast, I was in trouble before you got to me, so all good.
Yeah, it was another. I'll tell you what, these 3 races have been a great precursor for what we have in store tonight, though.
Yeah, sure. Tonight's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
And let's dive into tonight. Let's get to the meat of the subject here for this pre-race special show for Daytona and these A-League boys. And for that tonight, also bringing in a special guest from the C-League, Brandon. Brandon B. Me 21 in the C-League. Brandon, are you up in the booth?
I'm here.
How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good. We're excited to see this A-League take the Daytona 500.
Well, let's get right into it, guys. Okay, I've been told, been catching in with some of the guys, and we've got 35 guys signed up for this race tonight. 35.
That's absolutely insane.
That is absolutely crazy.
Awesome.
I mean, this is A-League. Pro League drivers in this race. I mean, this is the best of the best. And we got one of them up in here, the booth, and I hope he's still on the line with us. And he didn't already
real quick, before we bring him in, for people that don't realize how many 35 people are, you can only fit 40 people in a public lobby.
Absolutely.
So
16 in the chat.
Any more of these people come in, you're not going to have just one race a night. Like, that's how quickly this has expanded.
Yep.
So carry on, Shady. Not to cut you out, but I feel like that little bit of information had to follow that.
No, that's a good point because, like you said, and following that up, the chats only have 16 people allowed. So you're already looking at more than 2 chats. So let's bring up Billy Holcomb, the driver of the 1 car this season in A-League. Hopefully he's still on the line. He didn't already head down in that 1 car. Billy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
There he is. All right. Okay, man. I know you're a little bit on time. We're running a little bit late. My bad. My fault on all that. Okay, so give us a rundown a little bit. You got 35 guys signed up, right?
Yeah, so we got 35 guys tonight. It's if you go through this roster of the guys that we have tonight, I mean, you got a mixed bag, right? I mean, you got pro league guys, you got guys that could probably be pro league. You got pro guys. I mean, you got your everyday racers that hold good lines and race respectful. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, tonight is a record-breaking night for FTR. We've never had a group this size run one race. And what better place to do it at Daytona, right, for a season opener. So I'm really looking forward to getting everything going. I hope the race is clean tonight. I mean, we got a lot of fast guys in here and some of the biggest names on the game. So just ready to get going, buddy.
Like you mentioned, so we got the 35 guys. So I know that you're not gonna. You keep things close to the vest. There's strategy. There's big time strategy played out in this. Is that right?
Oh yeah, there's always strategy in racing. Always. It's just picking the right one at the right time to set yourself up for the next stage. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it's all about. Do you want to sacrifice a little bit in the first one to get you better in the second one? or do you want to go for that win in the first one and then, kind of sacrifice yourself a little bit in the second one? So and even the third one. I mean, it's like a cat and mouse game, and I think whoever tonight can get hooked up together with the right teammates and get on and off pit road and make the right strategy is going to be your race winner tonight.
It's I mean, with 35 guys. We had the C League race, we had the B League race, and we also had the high side race on Monday. And I mean, I found it. I mean, Bubba and Lug, Brandon, you guys kind of chirp in here. When I went into the C League race and the high side race, I came in with one strategy and then ended up having 2 or 3 strategies, throughout the actual race. Did you guys have that kind of thing going on?
I think I had about 10 different things happen. I went in with one and came out with about 10 because I didn't know what to expect really going in since I'm pretty much brand new here. But definitely had a good run in the C League. There was a lot of wrecks, which was expected, as all of us are pretty much new. Got up there in the top 10 and top 3. And then high side, 31 drivers had me shook for a minute. I was like, whew, that's a lot of people. Started 28th, came in 8th at the end, which was perfect for me. I think top 10 suited what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for a win. I was just looking to be somewhere up front.
Yeah. The Lug, what about you?
I went into the race eyes wide open, and by about lap 10, I had my eyes squinted trying to stay in trouble. So, yeah, that's the way I kind of drove. I wanted to stay clean all night, and once I had my little incident there, I kind of, like I said, hung my head down and just kind of drive the best I could.
Oh man, I tell you what, you guys put on one heck of a race in that B League. Bubba, I mean, coming out of the win on that, tell me, did you, have to kind of adapt with the race? I mean, as far as strategy went on, or did it play out pretty?
Absolutely. There was a lot of Jesus take the wheel moments. Kind of just, when in doubt, throttle out, and sometimes it paid off, sometimes it didn't. But
it's not like Days of Thunder where they say you just stay in the pedal and hold on to it. Well, no, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, well, it did work out for me on your big one, Mug. Yeah. I sent somebody into orbit on that, but
yes,
I took 0 damage. So that time it worked. Then there was times it was, feathering, but it literally. My game plan was to try to stay clean and run out front. But then it literally had to change to I had to check up a little bit more because there was no room for error. So with the amount of field, like the amount of cars we had, and then especially once we started getting into lap traffic, like I backed out of the draft a little bit, just enough to be in the draft, but not enough to if JD or Trav or Eagles and any of them guys ended up having to make a maneuver or get sideways, or I was still able to kind of abort missions, Yeah,
that's all Bronco and I were doing. We were like running 4th, 5th behind you guys and just trying to stay in the draft, but stay out of trouble, but stay close enough. It's hard to stay close enough for the draft, but stay far enough back that you're out of trouble.
Yeah, but I definitely know that I started writing on like napkins because I ran out of notebook paper on different ideas and plans and strategies, and so it was kind of just like I said, whatever happened, and it all came down to that last pit stop, and it worked in my favor. I had no strategy other than get into the front at the end of the race, and then pit with the leaders and hope for a crapshoot because Daytona is exactly that for everybody. I'm super excited though because we know how all the duels went. We know how B and C League went. I'm expecting a lot of banging and bruising to get this thing started and then settling out. But
yeah,
I think you're going to see some highlight real wrecks tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And Billy, I know that we're getting close to race time, man. We got about it's so what, about 10, about almost 5 of 8 now. So I know we're getting close to race time. So give me your let's get some final thoughts before you have to head on down to your car. Give us some final thoughts. Kind of throw it out there. So give me what's going on in your mind right now.
Well, I got a little bit of nerves at the moment, just trying to make sure that I get everybody invited to the lobby right, and I'm just hoping the race goes smooth tonight, man. Got a big field, we got a lot of big name drivers, got a lot of guys that's going to be watching tonight, so we just want to put on a hell of a show for the fans. That's what it's all about. So we're going to give it all we got.
Hey, Billy.
Yep.
Don't forget, Baby Lion won.
Oh, she did. Awesome.
Set that bar high. Remember?
Yeah, she put a lot of pressure on me today. So
you can't
so
come
I'm
home
gonna do my
loser.
best. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best and
Okay.
see what happens. So
Because
yeah.
you know she's gonna give it to you if you come. Even second place is the first loser in racing, so
That's it.
she's gonna let you have it. So
Oh
good
yeah.
luck,
Well, good
man.
luck,
Love to see
Billy.
it. Yeah, thank you guys. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate you guys doing this tonight, and I know you guys will put on a hell of a show, and we'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. Good luck to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you.
Shady, let's talk about your strategy. We didn't really get to discuss your strategy. So what was your plan of action going in, and then as the race changed?
Well, my plan of action going in was mainly kind of stay to the front as much as I could to stay ahead of anything. Because I kind of knew, with the C League, everybody is so brand new. And the way FTR has been and the way it's kind of grown, I've gotten, especially after talking to a lot of the drivers leading up to the race and the excitement that these guys had, that a lot of them I could kind of sense that they really really wanted to put on a good show and really wanted to perform. They knew they were going to have a lot of eyes on them, and they really really wanted to kind of make the earner stripes, so to speak. And I kind of anticipated a lot of aggressiveness, and patience was going to go kind of get shoved out the window a little bit. So going
Yeah.
in, I kind of knew that if I stayed as much to the front with my teammates and was able to stay in front of everything, then it wouldn't tear up my car, and then I'd be SOL. And um, as the race went on, it kind of played into that. I guess, as the race went on and we kind of getting closer to the end, that a lot of guys, they were kind of panicking a little bit. I mean, because the C League also is only 25% length, so
Right.
it's a
Right.
lot shorter than the A and the B League that are 50%. So there's a lot.
Yeah. So you kind of got to make that move immediately.
Right, so there's a lot less time, so there's a lot less patience. So as the race kind of went on, and you kind of saw that there, in this, I think it was kind of in the middle to the end of the second stage and the beginning of the third, where guys were kind of starting to be even more aggressive, and that patience was really thrown to the wind because they had to make the move. I mean, Luggy kind of talked about it on himself, that he was in 18th and had to battle his back way up to 10th. And Lug, I'm sure that took some time though, didn't it?
That took pretty well the whole third stage.
Right, so the whole
You get
third
back up there.
stage of a 50% race. So, the guys that in the C League that were, further in the back, that were trying to make up any time that they could, really, really had to gun it. And it kind of made some situation, kind of cautions breed cautions. And, the patience itself, they kind of they kind of lost all of it as the race went. But then once we got into the third stage, things kind of stretched out a little bit, and guys kind of can't calm down. And my strategy was to basically, I was running in kind of top three all day, And when we went into overtime, my strategy kind of played out exactly the way I wanted it to. But when you got into overtime, I kind of knew if we got to that white flag and I stayed behind that 9 car and Baby Lion, that if I stayed behind her in on that bottom lane, that I knew I was gonna get a good finish either way. Now I kind of my car started getting tight on me going through the curve, going into the turns, and it got a little tight on me. And I think it was straight edge in the 32 that was able to get underneath, and I think the 8
Yep.
car came underneath with them as well. So they got up into the front, and they were battling with the 9 car, and there was contact made between the front two, and they got and just there's nowhere to go in Daytona. I mean, you guys know. I mean,
Oh,
there's a
absolutely.
spin. I mean, there's just nowhere to go, and I got caught up. So I finished. I think I ended up finished like 7th or 8th or something like that. So my strategy for me actually kind of played out, but as I kind of thought it would. But then, like I said, as we got into that third stage into the overtime, definitely had to kind of play it a little different, and kind of hope for the best. So you know,
I'll
um,
tell you, man, I get that because when we went into them pits and came out and there was like 6 or 7 laps left, that was the thing I was praying for. No caution. Because I knew once it got restacked, it was game over. You know what I mean? Like it was just gonna be carnage, and so I absolutely it was like let me just get to the white flag. Let me get to the white flag. I don't care what happens. Let me get to the white flag. So
and once you got to that white flag, were you able to relax a little bit?
no, because I knew JD. I knew
Yeah,
JD was gonna make a run.
DD promised you not until the last lap.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, there.
So he followed me in the 1 and 2, and I was like, all right, I came out of 2 and kind of took the middle. And I knew
Yeah,
this way, if I
you
had the
got him
middle
up in the
lane,
wall just a little bit, and
yep, I
that's
knew if I had the middle lane, I could kind of pick what way he was going to go or try to react quick enough.
he just
And
barely touched the wall enough just to give
yep,
you that breakaway.
yeah. So it was, unfortunately, I expect him to do the same thing to me. Just block that position.
Yep.
And I knew, like I said, racing with Trav on TFSI. Trav's my boy as well. So I've got triple or quadruple the amount of races with Trav, than I do JD. So I knew I had a partner either way. So, but we all know everybody wants to get that W. So partnerships kind of go out the window in that last mile and a half mile area. So it's kind of all every man for themselves, and however the chips fall, they fall. So, but I was
Yeah, I took
definitely
my
praying for
stage
no
minus one the
caution.
other night.
Yeah, and here's the thing. That you mentioned that like there's such a stacked field on even in the seating. I think like there's some bigger names in there that I've raced with in public lobbies and raced with in hanging out with over here at FTR. Like stage wins are going to be huge.
Yeah.
For them points and then playoff points. Like
I've
I don't think
never
I
had playoff points before, so
right. I don't think I had any stage points in Daytona. I might be wrong, but I think my best stage for stage 2 was 11th, maybe. So, I mean, just winning the race was enough to put me in the lead in points.
now even me,
So,
I finished I think 10th in stage 2, so I was lucky I got what I did in stage 1.
right, yep. So, I mean, it's
And
huge.
Bronco pushed me all the way to that. I got him to thank
Right,
for
yep. So I don't think you're gonna see a clean sweep of like how you had Micah and JD really in the runnings for your championship last year. I think your battles are going to be a little closer this year. I think it's going to come down to like 8 or 9 guys by
that.
the
Yeah,
end of
just
the
let's
season.
say the top 10 is going to be tight.
Yeah, so I mean it's interesting and like every lap it's kind of like all right, I know if I could get one more spot or one, you know what I mean? It's just an additional point, or
Yeah, I'm always
I'm
looking
running.
towards the end of the stages. Where am I? Can I get another spot? That's one more point I can
exactly. That's what I was just getting. Like, I'm running 11th at the end of the stage.
get. Yeah,
Like,
I need to get.
I got to
one
do
more.
everything I can to get to that 10th. Even that 1 point, as minuscule as it sounds, is huge. You know, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially, I mean, come playoff time and championship time, I mean, every point is it really counts. I mean, we saw that, you know, in the A and B league this past season. I mean, it can't every season that you know, being a part of FTR, every season in every league has come down to the last race.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's not decided 2 or 3 races left to go. I mean, it comes down
Yeah,
to that last race.
Yep. Usually, at the earliest you're going to have a decision is at the end of stage 1, but that's up in the air. It just depends on how the chips fall.
We want to remind the viewers too that these guys have already qualified, so that.
We will be going right green.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point there, Lug. Let's get into the starting lineup. Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you give us the rundown before we lose everybody in 35 cars?
Yeah, I think they're right now. They're still.
I'm already lost. So
yeah, I think they're still working on getting into the lobby.
Yeah, that's
right
all
now.
on you. That's all on you tonight, Shady.
Oh well, no pressure, no.
yeah,
I'm the rewind guy tonight, and that's it.
Which is awesome.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's it. I'm the silent partner in this.
I'll try to, you know, do as well as Nick did with the high side broadcast, man.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
He really did awesome. That was exciting, man. That thing was awesome.
I just don't know all the drivers yet. It's going to take a couple of weeks to get all the numbers there.
Yeah,
it absolutely is. I mean, especially with 35 guys and
even ours there Sunday night, I was passing people like, okay, who are you? If I race against you, how do you race and everything else?
Right, yeah.
And we actually ended up adding like 3 or 4 people post race on Wednesday. So I mean, it's pretty wild. But let's get this run down there, boy.
Yeah, so we can we can give some numbers out here, because I think this probably going to be like a rundown with 35 guys. Usually at the beginning of the race, you know, Bubba and I like to introduce the field and go through. I'm not sure if we're going to even have the time to do that
Good
tonight.
luck with that.
Yeah,
we will not have the opportunity for that any race this season.
Yeah, I mean, especially at Daytona, there's going to be there's just no way. All right, kicking it off here on the pole tonight. The winner of the first duel was JCR. JWoww is back. He is driving the 21 car tonight. On the outside pole, winning the second duel last Wednesday is FRR True Death 77 in the number 13 car tonight. So real quick, give me your thoughts on those two guys.
Oh, JWoww and True Death?
Yeah. On our pole guys.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, True Death's a good racer. He's quick wherever he goes.
It's hard to really make a call because I mean our duel was such a short race,
right?
And you know what I mean, and every duel had its issue. I think A-League had the most incidents out of all the duels, so it's kind of hard to pick a. I mean, of course they're fast; they got the pole, but is that because they were just at the right place?
Who was pushing them? You know,
right? So.
So going on in third, we got Lynch 4D now this year. Lynch 4D, he's in the number 43. You're well known with the 43 there, Bubba. He's driving your 43 Richard Petty car. He's starting third tonight. Billy Holcomb, he is starting fourth. He's in the number 1 car this year. Going on to starting fifth, we have Mike RPM 44, and he is in the number 44 machine. And starting sixth, we have FRR Pittman, known in his number 11 FedEx Toyota. So Pittman in his number 11 tonight. And seventh, and I'm gonna call it early here. This is my dark horse for the night. Starting 7th is FTR Heavy Duty 420, driving the number 19 car this year. He is my dark horse tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna give him back-to-backs, huh?
I got after seeing him
I apologize. He took second place on Monday.
Yeah, after seeing him in action firsthand on Monday night in High Side, he's definitely my dark horse. I have my eyes on that number 19 in Heavy Duty tonight. He's going to be flexing some heavy muscle, I can tell you that.
Okay.
So I had to throw that out there for my boy Heavy. I'm looking at him tonight.
I'm going to wait till about lap 98 and I'll give you my pick.
Proc starts 8th. Proc in the number 49. He starts 8th tonight.
So I'm gonna throw my money in the pot here and give Proc a little bit of props and put him up at the top of my list for winning this thing tonight.
Okay. Well, we're gonna catch back up on that on the predictions, but so we'll come back to that and ask you why on that. So Proc starts 8th tonight in the 49 car, starting 9th. One of the a driver favorite, actually, fan favorite. I'm a fan of this guy. Palm Coaster in a 22. Palm Coaster starts in his 22 car. A lot of Palm's well known, man. I love Palm. He's a great guy, great racer.
I've done a lot of racing with Palm as well.
I'm so glad he's in FTR this season. I look for him to have a good showing as well. Moving on to 10th spot is JCR Clashin 04. Clashin is driving that 51 car. He's going to be one to beat, I think. Clashin, he is good on these play tracks. Moving on to number 11, it's your bro Chase. He drives the number 5 car, the black and gold number 5 Chevy. Starting 12th, everybody's fan favorite is Rub On 'em. Rub in starting 12th tonight in a 00. So our boy Rub in a 00. You think he's got his foot duct taped tonight, bub?
Listen. Yeah, I think everything is duct taped on him tonight.
Something's holding something down
he's
tonight.
taped to the seat, dude. I'm telling you right now.
I got him.
I put your fellow mine a couple times there Sunday night.
Yeah. Between road rage and between the excitement and the evasive maneuvers, if he's not duct taped to his chair, Debbie's going to be picking him up off the floor.
I think you're right, man. he's just an awesome, wonderful man. Rub in the 00. He's starting 12th tonight. Next to him on the outside there in the 13th position is Street Machine. Street Machine driving the number 7 car this season. Street Machine. He won a couple races last season in the A League. He won the season finale over at Texas at the end of last season. So Street Machine, he's capable of winning any time too. Then we got starting 14th, the reigning FTR A-League champion, and that is Sludge, SMK Sludge. He is driving the number 48 car this season. In 15th, we've got Bad Martin MRL. Bad Martin is in the number 41 car this year. Another car change up there.
Yep.
Bad Martin in the 41. Then in 16th, we've got JCR Titans, another JCR guy, JCR Titans 312. He drives the number 62 car. And then in 17th spot, this is where he doesn't want to be, I know that, is War, FTR. War driving that number 88 Chevy. So War starting 17th tonight. He was definitely hoping to start up in the. I think he got caught up in some stuff in the duels with some of these other guys. Like starting in 18th tonight is Mac Attack, and Mac Attack. He's. It says that he's in a 21 car, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out because I know JWoww is in a 21, so I think that's a typo there on the roster.
Yeah, I think they had that the other night in that race too. There was a couple of 221s or something.
Yeah, so I think they'll get that squared away. So we'll
I have JWoww driving the 95 currently.
Okay, so J-Well being the 95. Look for J-Well in the 95 on the pole, and Mac Attack probably being that 21 Motorcraft Ford. And on the outside of him, in the 19th position, is It's Bob Drew in the good old number 6, Luggy's number 6. It's Bob Drew starting in 19th spot.
We
Then
better
in,
rip through this quicker because they're gonna be green soon.
yeah, they're good. They're
It's a
starting to get up the
long
lobby.
field,
Yeah, the
and we're
lot.
not gonna get predictions. The
Yeah.
lobby's full with all 35. So
Okay, so they're getting ready. So okay, so let me roll through this here. 20 is Bad Fast Marley in a 12 car. The 21st spot NASCAR Extreme in a 16 car. 20. Okay, so they're starting. 22nd is Dab the Man, number 34. 23rd Reckless Racer in the number 24. 24th is Mini Cooper number 4 in the 42 car. Dark Knight starting 25th in the number 3. Hollywood starting 26th in the 14 car. Honda starting 27th in number 32. Micah starting 28th in his number 8 Chevy. Eagles starting 29th in the number 9. Jay Tizzle starting 30th in his 38. And Memphis starting 31 in the number 17. And the remaining 4 drivers taking the provisional. So we're getting invites, so I know they're going to go green real quick. So here's what we're going to do. For the pre-race special, I'm going to end it real quick. I'm going to stop this, and then I'm going to change over and start our broadcast for the actual A-League race, and we'll get into predictions in 2 minutes. So let me change over and the pre-race special YouTube and switch on over to the actual broadcast in about a minute and a half, and then we're going to jump right into predictions and wait to get the join. So we're going to let me do that, and we're going to be right with you. Take a bathroom break, whatever, folks. We'll be back in about 90 seconds and be on the broadcast page. So see you over there in just a minute.